Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad-gītā ki jai, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Bolo Gaura Premanande, Hare Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, welcome everybody to the Bhagavad-gītā session, second session. My name is Śyāmalā dāsī. Session 2, Bhagavad-gītā 1.1. So today in this session, we will understand what are the steps to understand a Sanskrit shloka. Okay. So this is the initial version, and we will keep repeating this often in the series. So if you don't understand this right now, it's okay. And we will not do this for every shloka. Only simple shlokas we will do like this. Otherwise, we will do the overview, we'll do the lessons, we will do the practical application like that. Okay. So this is just a little bit of Sanskrit contribution from my side. Okay. So the first step in understanding a Sanskrit shloka is called Padachedaha. Okay. Padachedaha. Okay. Whoever knows how to read Hindi or Devanagari will be able to read this easily. Okay. Padachedaha. There are two chas here. Okay. So, the Alpa Prana cha and Mahaprana cha. Okay. Cha means splitting the words. Pada means word. Chedaha means splitting. So splitting the words. This means we need to understand what are called Sandhis. So Sandhis are the transformation happens between the letters when they come together. See, for example, Rama plus Alayaha, it becomes Ramalayaha. Okay, so that is called Sandhi, and we have not studied Sandhis. So don't worry. This step I will give you directly the answer. So don't need to worry, and gradually we will study some Sandhis also. Next step is called Padarthoktihi. Padarthoktihi. So Pada, Artha, Uktihi. So there are three words here. Pada means word, Artha means meaning, Uktihi means saying, to say. So what do the words indicate? That's what this word is saying. What are the meanings of the words involved? So this requires, to come to this, we need to understand Vibhaktis. We already studied some of the Vibhaktis in our Sanskrit series. And for Śyāmalī and other people from the Sanskrit level 1, we will study soon Vibhaktis. Then we need to understand Samasas. Samasas are compound words. Like we have, for example, what are compound words in book table? Book table is a compound word in English, correct? That means it's a table with books. So similarly, in Sanskrit also, there are samasas. Like for example, Rama Lakshmana means Rama and Lakshmana. That single word is indicating two padas. So that's why it's called compound word. Compound word is a combination of two padas. Sandhis is a transformation of two letters, varna, two varnas. Here it's two padas. Okay. Then from understanding Vibhaktis, understanding Samasas, we'll be able to understand what is the meaning of the complete word in the shloka. So that also has a lot of steps, So we will do a basic thing today. Next one is called vayakaranam. Vayakaranam. Anvaya means prose order. So in shlokas, there is something called poetic order, which are based on the rules of chandas. There are meters. This is called meters. There are rules how a guru lagu has to be written to make a proper shloka. That, and also Sanskrit has a free word order. So Ramaha Ravanam Marayati, Ravanam Ramaha Marayati, meaning is same. Because of the flexibility, the poets can move the words up and down in the shloka. So then literally when we read the shloka, we will not be able to understand what they're saying, because it's not like a normal sentence, like the way we speak. So then that's the reason we need to do this step of putting the words, rearranging the words in a different order called prose order, the way we speak basically. By reading it, immediately we'll be able to understand what it is saying. Okay. Next one, once we know the prose order of the original words, the next step is bhavartaha. Bhavartaha means to now put the meanings of these words in your own words. in simple Sanskrit or simple Kannada or English or any way which it's easy for you to, so basically for you to express the meaning in your own words. Okay, so that is called bhavartaha. But until you to get to bhavartaha, first you need to do all these things, right? So that's what we'll see today. So what we'll do today is we will discuss 1.1. I will go through all the steps and I will allow all of you to tell the meaning without seeing the English translation from Srila Prabhupada. That's what we'll accomplish today. Let's see whether we can get it. This is a huge accomplishment, so let's see. This is also testing my teaching skills. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we are going to first, before that we will do the okay, before that, any questions here? Anybody needs any clarification or questions in this? Okay, Shamali.
Mataji, you said your name was Śyāmalā dāsī, but why doesn't it not say that on the name tag, like on the screen of their name?
Okay, I will change it. Okay, because I have a Zoom account which is given by from my office, so that requires my normal name. Okay, I have two names, Shamali. I have Śyāmalā and Pranati. My parents gave me name called Pranati, and my spiritual master gave a name called Śyāmalā. But you are so fortunate, your parents gave you name Śyāmalī right from birth, which is related to Krishna's name. Right, Śyāmalī? Okay. So I have two names. Maybe you will also have two names later when you get Diksha. Okay? Yeah. Okay, I name.
Yeah.
Okay. I renamed my name anyway. Okay. So anybody has any other questions related to what we discussed today? Deepak, is it clear? Ovi, is it clear? Gauranga, Vishwambara, is it clear? Okay, good.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, good. So let's move on to the next phase. Okay, Subhadra, Giridhari are also ready. Ananya says, okay, let's go. So we are discussing the first chapter of Bhagavad-gītā, correct? And we discussed this outline earlier, where this is the outline of first chapter. The first verse say, Dhritarashtra is asking Sanjaya what is happening in the battlefield. So Dhritarashtra Sanjayam Pruchati. Pruchati means asking. Okay? Asks. Dhritarashtra asks Sanjaya. Next one from 2 to 11. Duryodhanasya bhitihi senanam parichayacha. Means the fear of Duryodhana and the introduction of the armies. Okay? Senanam means armies. Parichaya means introduction. Okay, next section is Shankhanadaha Pandavanam Vijaya Lakshananicha. So all the people, they blow their conch shells. Krishna blows, Arjuna blows, and Pandavas blow. And then even the Dronacharya and Bhishma Dev, they blow conch shells. And there are some symptoms or the of victory for Pandavas. Then next section is Arjunasya Sainyavalokanam. Then Arjuna says Krishna to take my chariot in between the two armies. Then he looks at all grandfathers, fathers, paternal uncles, maternal uncles opposite. That section is this one. Last section of the first chapter is Arjunasya Yuddha Tyaga Hetavaha. Means reasons for giving up the war of Arjuna. So Arjuna lists 4 reasons in first chapter why he feels he should not fight. Okay. So the another reason will come in the second chapter. Okay, so that is a short summary. So we are now doing 1.1. Okay, that's what we are doing now. Okay, so now Bhagavad-gītā 1.1. This is the original shloka. So today I'm not going to, in the next class also we are going to do 1.1, where we will help you memorize the shloka by reciting multiple times, whoever have not memorized, and also we'll go through the purport and some lessons for practical lessons. But today it's just focused on Sanskrit. Okay, so I will maybe who can read. Okay, Gauranga can read this shloka.
धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः मामकाः पाण्डवाश्चैव किम् अकुर्वत Sanjaya.
Okay, good job. But he missed this one. So tell this also, Gauranga.
Dhritarashtra Uvacha.
Okay, good. Okay, that's good. See, is it my volume is more or something? Anyway, now. Okay, so this is the shloka. Now, by reading this shloka, maybe it's not evident, right? What is the meaning? Who without knowing, okay, that's fine. Okay, so now let's go through the steps. Narsimha, video on karo tu. Okay. So the first step we discussed is padacheda, correct? In this, so what I have done is actually what Srila Prabhupada has already given to us. Wait, I'll show you what Srila Prabhupada has given in a different screen. Here. See here. See what from this we can understand what magic Srila Prabhupada has given us. See, the original Sanskrit words are different, but whereas in Padachedaha, the Sandhi part is taken care of already. See here. See, Dhritarashtra Uvacha, but actually this is not the real Sanskrit word which can be used in a sentence. There was a Sandhi by which the Visarga, which was supposed to be here, got Lopaha, means disappeared. Okay. So that's why the original word is actually this. Dhritarashtraha Uvacha. Got it? So that's why I'm not teaching Sandhis yet, because we can take help of what Srila Prabhupada has already given us. Next one is, see, now if you read each word, then you can see what transformations are taking place. The Dharma Kshetra stays the same, Kurukshetra stays the same. See here, Samaveta is there, but actually there is a Visarga here. So Samavetaha. Okay. Next one, Yuyutsavaha as it is, Mamakaha as it is. See here, there is Sandhi. There is Pandavaha cha eva. See, Pandavas chaiva. This is called Vriddhi Sandhi. Okay. The A becomes I later when Akara is before that. Okay, that we'll study later. Pandavaha cha eva. Next, Kim Akurvata is actually two words. Kim is one word, Akurvata is another word. If you hear carefully how Gauranga read the shloka, he kind of made a pause here. Kim Akurvata Sanjaya, he told. Right? So this is not single word. It's actually two padas in Sanskrit. Then Sanjaya is Sanjaya. Correct? So this is how Srila Prabhupada has given the splitting of the words. Padachedaha for us. Now the same thing, I have put it in the Sanskrit here. Same. And I have highlighted what the transformations are different from the original shloka. See here, Visarga is there. Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Samavetaha. Then everything else remains the same. Kim. This Kim Akurvata has M came here and A came here. Okay? Akurvata Sanjaya. Everything is clear so far? Okay, good. So all we did, okay, somebody is drawing something, I think. Okay, wait 1 minute. Where is my... Can you remove this Adyashri? You wrote something. Can you remove that? Okay, anyway, she put an arrow. It's okay, hopefully. Good. Okay. So everybody's clear, right? So let's go to the next slide. Next slide. Next step. Okay, so this is going to block. I don't know how to remove this now. Okay, I put it down. Okay. Now, Vibhaktis and meaning. That's the next step of Padarthoktihi, right? So we discussed the Vibhaktis earlier, but it's been a long time. So I wanted to just revise quickly. And also some new members are joining. So I'm going to sing this. Okay, we have Vibhaktis. So these are nothing but numbers in Sanskrit. Prathama is first, Dvitiya second, like that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Sambodhana is affectionately calling somebody. Okay. And this is sample for this Prathama for the Akaranta Pullinga Shabdaha. Like Rama, if you take Rama, what would be the transformations for the Shabda in the different Vibhaktis is given here. Of course, the concept of Vibhaktis and other things will be explained in detail in Sanskrit level 1, and which was already explained here. So if you don't follow, it's fine. Just follow through the class, okay? So Prathama is the doer, Krishno Rakshatu no. Dvitiya is the object, Krishnam Namadvam Sada. Tritiya is the instrument by Krishnena Khila Travo Vinihata. Chaturthi is the beneficiary to offer Krishnaya Tasmai Namaha. Panchami is the source from Krishna Deva Samutitham Jagadidam. Shashti is possession relationship of among Krishnasya Dasosmyaham. Saptami is location time in on between Krishne Tishtati Vishwametadakhilam. Sambodhana is affectionately calling you, Hey Krishna Rakshasvamam. Hey Krishna Rakshasvamam. So we understand, right? So I don't want to explain all of this in detail, then that will be too much. So now the dark green is a sample word. So Prathama means Krishnaha, next Krishnam, Krishnena, Krishnaya, Krishnat, Krishnasya, Krishne, Hey Krishna. Okay, we studied this already. Next, now coming to the stage we are at, now we have to do Padarthoktihi. That means we have to identify Vibhaktis. This is where all your knowledge will be tested from whatever Rama table you learned and what I revised now. So let's see who can help me here. Okay. So I want, see what we are going to do. See, this is a Rama table. Okay. So people who don't know, see, I don't know how to read Devanagari yet. This is also in English also is here. Okay. See, the ha is the visarga here. Okay. The same thing. Okay. And so what we are going to, this is the Pratama, Dvitiya. I put numbers also, so it's easy for you. Ekavachanam again is 1, 2, and 3. Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam. So Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam means it's called 1.1. Okay, we should call it as 1.1. Okay, 1 is a row and other 1 is the column. Got it? See, okay, I will tell you, if suppose I have to refer to this cell, what should I tell?
Ramabhyam.
No, but how do I index it?
3.2.
3.2
Okay.
Mataji.
Okay, good. Everybody understood, right? This is called indexing into a table. So we are learning some math also here, okay? Okay. So then, now, so what we are going to do, even though you don't know Vibhaktis, even though you don't know anything, all we are going to do now is pattern matching. You know pattern matching? Pattern matching is you find some pattern, like for example, 1, 3, 5. And later you find another pattern called 7, 9, 11. Then you know, oh, there is a odd numbers. So there's a pattern here, right? Like that. So here we are going to do a literal pattern matching. Means how the words appear like that. Of course, the exact words will not be there. For example, you will not have Dhritarashtra here. But I will give a clue. Based on that, you need to tell me which Vibhakti it is. Okay. And I would like to give chance to people who have not studied the table first. So that way, I know all of you, like, Subhadra and Deepak, everybody will tell what Vibhakti it is easily. But let's give a chance to other folks. Maybe let's ask Adyashri. Adyashri? Okay, she is not responding. Okay, who is the other new kid who hasn't studied this earlier, wants to experiment with me today? Anybody is there who wants to raise their hand? Okay, nobody is ready. Okay, that's fine. Then we'll go with the existing kids. Okay, you can tell who is this. Ovi, can you put your camera a little down so I can see your face? Okay. Ovi, can you tell me Dhritarashtraha will be which Vibhakti from this table? See the pattern. See Visarga. Where is the Visarga with the original word here? And tell me where it is. Show me where it is. See, assume the word is Rama. Then Rama became Ramaha. Dhritarashtra is a word. It became Dhritarashtraha. So you need to find a word where just the Visarga is added to the original Rama. Where is it?
Mataji, is it the 7th one?
7th one, see, this is not Visarga. It's exclamation mark.
No, like
Okay.
the one No. Like this one, the 7 and then like the Rame.
No, that's Rame, no? It's not Visarga. 2 dots are not there right to it, correct?
Oh.
I want Rama with the 2 dots next
the
to it.
first one.
Okay. So we thought it's a complicated question and we went so much ahead. Okay. So Dhritarashtraha is nothing but Ramaha. So it's one. And how do we call it using indexing? Daitya, tell me how will I call it using indexing?
Ma'am, 1 into 1.
1.1. Okay. So we will say 1.1. Dot is saying that we are going to the columns. Okay. So that is Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Okay. Next, I don't know whether maybe I should. Uvacha is nothing but, okay, I will write it here. So Dhritarashtra is nothing but 1.1. Okay. Uvacha is a Kriya Padam, means it's action word, which means spoke. It means spoke. Okay. So that will not be in this Vibhakti table. That will be in the Dhatu table that we don't have yet. So don't worry. Next one. Okay. Who can tell me Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre? What would it be? Daita, you tell. It's very easy.
Ma'am, Rame.
Yeah. So tell me the index.
7.1.
Okay. Good job. Both of them same thing or no?
Same thing.
Same thing. Yes. Good. So both of them get same. Okay. Who can tell me Samavetaha? What is the index for that? Deepak, tell.
1.3.
1.3. See, Ramaha. See, we have Ramaha, right? Like that. If Samaveta is a word, Samavetaha will become Bahuvachanam. Okay, good job.
Sambodhana Bahuvachanam also is Ramaha.
That's Hey Ramaha. That's correct. But, it's different context. Okay, that's good idea. Next one, Ananya. This one I didn't teach you. This is called Ukaranta Shabdaha. So it will be like the original word is you, the Pratipadikam is Yuyutsu. If you want to write down, you can write down in your notebook. Yuyutsu is the original word. This is like Guru. Guruhu Guru Guravaha. So like that's what it happens. Yuyutsu, Yuyutsu, Yuyutsavaha. So this is also 1.3 only. Okay. That's why I put them in the both same row. Okay. Next. Who can tell me, Gauranga, tell me, Mamakaha Pandavaha, what will be?
Again, it will be 1.3.
Correct. The original Pratipadikam is Mamaka Pandava. So they became Mamakaha Pandavaha. Okay, good. And Cha and Eva, these are called Avyaya. So they are like, they don't change the forms. In whichever Vibhakti they can apply, they don't change forms. So I will call it Avyaya. Avyaya. Okay, Avyaya. Okay, next Kim. Kim is also Makaranta Shabda, which we didn't teach. So this actually is Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam. It will become, who will tell? Nasima vadatu Kim Shabdaha Dvitiya Paryantam eva vadatu. Shigram, Nasima.
Kim ke kani.
Oh. So Kim ke kani. Kim is coming in both Pratama and Dvitiya. But in this context, it is used as an object. I will explain later. That's why we take Dvitiya. Next one is Akurvata is an action word. Okay. So that is a verb. Where is my thing here now? Okay, here it is. So it's an action word, which means did do. The past tense, did do. Or have done. Anything is fine. Have done. Okay. Kuru, kru. Dukrui karane. This is a dhatu actually. Kru is a dhatu. From this only we get karoti. It will come. Saha karoti. Saha, like karoti means he does. Okay, like that. Sanjaya. Okay, tell me where is Sanjaya in this table? Who can tell me? So that means we need to find in this table just the Rama as it is. Without the Visarga. Daita vadatu. Or Subhadra Giridhari, can you tell? Ananya, tell.
8.3.
8.3 has
8.1.
correct. 8.1, which is Sambodhana Pratama. Okay. So here we see Hey Rama, right? Without the Visarga. That's why it's matching this pattern. So everybody understood? See, now I showed you the table. That's how you're able to identify. But imagine if you memorize this table and it's in your memory, that's how it should be, that when you read a shloka, immediately you should understand, oh, Dharma Kshetri, Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam. You should get it like that. See, now you understand the role of memorizing the table. Correct? Right? So that's why it's so important that, see how, when you do mathematic big calculations, multiplications, let's say you don't know even like 7 into 6 and you always have to look up the table. 7 6 are 42. Oh, where is 7? Where is 6? How slow your calculation will be. Correct? But if you know at least the basic tables until 12 in the memory, then you can do big complicated tables very fast. Right? So that's the same trick here. So you need to work little hard in memorizing. And when you are young, it's very easy to memorize. All you have to do is repeatedly hear, maybe write one time and repeatedly recite. And we taught only first one table so far. And if you just practice that later, as I do the Sanskrit level 1, I will introduce more tables also here. Okay. So we can little bit make progress in Sanskrit as well. Okay, good. So everybody's clear, right? So same thing, I've put it in like a little bit better typing over here. 1.1 spoke, having met. Okay, same thing, I've put it in here. So now, next we go to the next step, which is vayakरणam, prose order. So this gets very, very interesting over here. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. First, some basics of Sanskrit. So in Sanskrit, principle is called, what is called a vakyam. Vakyam is nothing but sentence. Okay. Okay, I need to change it again. This one. So where is this one? Okay, it's right in here. Okay. So vakyam is nothing but sentence. Okay. And what is called a sentence in Sanskrit means eka thing. Thing is nothing but, this is, we already saw it, tingantam. Tingantam means verb. Okay. So if there is one verb in a sentence, then that is considered sentence. If, for example, Ramaha asti. Asti means is. Rama is there. So that itself is a sentence because one verb is there. And in some cases where the verb is not there, they do something called adhyaharaha, where they assume the word called is. Okay, like that. So this important concept. So one verb, if you find, that considered a sentence. And next, then the way in which we write a Sanskrit sentence, prose order, is like this. Every language has a natural way it expresses itself. See, English, for example, what we tell, he ate an apple. So English is, he is a subject or a doer, ate is a verb, and then apple is the object. Correct? So English is like this. English is a subject, a verb, and object. That is English. Okay. But in Sanskrit, the natural expression is different. We have to tell first the doer or the subject, then object, and then the action. Okay, so just understand this and write it in English in your notebook or whatever, right? So for example, Ramaha bhojanam khadati. So Rama is the person who is eating, bhojanam is the thing which is being eaten, and khadati is his action. We saw, right? Patati patataha patanti, like that, khadati. So Rama eats food. In English, same thing will become Rama eats food. But in Sanskrit, it has to be Ramaha bhojanam khadati. So here Rama eats food. That's the meaning. Got it? But in Sanskrit, the words have to be juxtaposed differently. Similarly, Bala pustakam patati. So boy reads book. Okay, boy reads a book. Okay. So when we go into a particular language, we need to understand what is the natural way that language expresses itself. That's how we make the prose order. So everybody remember, so we should do the doer first, or the subject, then the object, and then the action. Okay, just remember that. Now we'll go to the steps for Anvayakaranam. There are a couple of steps for Anvayakaranam. First step is, because we know one Kriya Padam makes a sentence. So first step is to identify all the Kriya Padani in the sentence. Means all the verbs, all the action words within the sentence. Okay. So these verbs are nothing but action words, whichever are indicating action. Okay. We need to identify them first. Then we need to ask some questions about the action. So what are the questions? See, any action has many things related to it. Who is doing that action? Let's say we take an action called eating. Let's say Rama is eating. That's the action. Then if I just tell eating, then naturally you will ask question, who is eating? Then you will ask question, what is eating? So who becomes the subject or karta? What becomes the object or karma? Okay. Then you will say kada, when does he eat? Correct? Then you will ask question, where does he eat? Is it in home, or is it in school, or is it in a playground? Correct? So when is kada? Okay, I'm going to write this in Sanskrit words also. You can write down. And where is kutra? Okay, kutra. What is kim? Kim or kam. And who is kaha? Or if Srilinga, then it's ka becomes, otherwise it becomes kim. And how? How does he eat? Does he eat with the hand? Does he eat with the spoon, or what? Right? Katham. How? How does he do? Why? Why does he eat? Because he wants to get nourishment. But sometimes he eats because he is hungry. Okay? So, kimartam. Kimartam. Kimartam kadati saha. So, all this you can put and make a big sentence. We can see, for example, Ramaha. See, simple sentence is Ramaha kadati. Correct? But you can say Ramaha bhojanam sayankale gruhe hastena kadati. You got it right? I put everything together in one sentence now. I will repeat again. Ramaha bhojanam sayankale means evening time. Gruhe in the house. Hastena means with the hand. Bubukshaya, rather bubuksha shamanartham, to clear his hunger, kadati. You understood, right? See, these are all related questions related to an action. Okay, so that's the questions we need to ask for the verb. Okay, who is doing this, where it's being done, everything. Then we will able to put all other words together in Anvaya order. So everybody's clear, right, so far? Okay, good. Narsima, on your video. Okay. Any other questions so far? Okay, good. So let's go to the actual exercise. So we already have this done already. I put it in a vertical order. That's all. Just that some meanings I have added here. See, Dhritarashtra is 1.1. We know. Uvacha is spoke. Dharmakshetra Kurukshetra is basically 7.1. Meaning is in Dharmakshetra. Saptami Vibhakti indicates in or location, correct? So it means in Dharmakshetra, in Kurukshetra. So Kurukshetra is a place. Dharmakshetra is an adjective for the Kurukshetra. Next one is Samavetah, nama having met. Okay, having met. That meaning, it comes from different dhatus, everything. But I'm giving meaning here. Yujutsavaha means, Yujutsu means desiring to fight. Yujutsavaha means many people desiring to fight. Okay. Mamakaha means mama idam, iti mamaka. My, related to me. So my people or sons, because it's a plural. Pandavaha is sons of Pandu. Pandavasya apatyam puman, iti anpratyaya. So Pandavaha. Okay, Pandavaha. Cha is avyayam, means and. Eva means avyayam, certainly. Kim means what, because it's an object here, it's what. And Akurvata did do, Sanjaya 7.1. So everybody is clear about the meanings here, right? So now the question is, you need to tell me what are the verbs. That's the first exercise we need to do. In this, what are the action words? So all of you can help me here to find the action words. Okay, who is this? Deepak? Yeah, vadatu.
Uvacha.
Uvacha. So uvacha is one action word. Okay, spoke. Right? So this is also a verb. Okay, next. There's one more in the thing. Okay, Gauranga vadatu.
Astu samavetaha.
Samavetaha is also action word, but this is called krudanta. So it's not a thing actually. So krudanta is krit pratyaya. So this is a little bit different. It also indicates an 1 minute. It's a 1 minute, 1 minute. This also indicates an action, but this is not technically called a tiganta padam. That's okay. That will come later. But it's a good guess. Okay. What else, Gauranga?
Akurvata.
Akurvata. Correct. It's resounding because of correct. Akurvata, do. So they did, right? So that is also another verb. Okay. So now we need to ask questions about each of the verbs. Okay. So let's ask question when we hear the word spoke. So what's the natural question we have to ask them?
Why is he speaking?
Why is he
speaking?
Yeah, why is he speaking is one thing, but what is the main thing? Main thing.
To
When you
whom
say
is speaking?
Whom is speaking?
Whom is speaking?
Whom he is speaking?
but first
Who
you
spoke?
yeah, first you need to find out the person who's speaking, no, before we ask other things. Whenever any action, the first important person is the karta or the doer. When we say spoke, immediately you should ask who spoke. Correct? So the first question is who spoke? And what is the answer for this? Who spoke?
Dhritarashtra spoke.
Dhritarashtra.
Yes, because the person karta will be in Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. See, Ramaha Kadati. Correct? So who is 1.1 here? 1.1 is Dhritarashtra. Correct? So these two are related in one sentence. Dhritarashtra Uvacha. So what is the next question we can ask for this same verb? That already Giridhari told what he spoke. Correct? So what he spoke is going to come later on. This whole thing is what he spoke. It's like it's coming in the quotations. Okay? Dhritarashtra Uvacha, and the whole thing is what Dhritarashtra spoke. So now this part is done. So the first sentence we identify is Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Next, now let's go to this verb and ask some questions about this verb. Okay? So what is the first question you would ask? Again, we say did do.
Who did do it?
Who did? Who did this? Right? So what we have to tell is K, because it's a plural. See, we have to write K akurvata. Okay. So I have it. This is coming in angle way. So you have to ask the question K akurvata. Then you will get an answer from the, see, K, when we tell K already, it's in 1.3. So you have to find out other verbs which are in 1.3. That will be the answer to this. Okay. So can you tell me what are in 1.3 which we can be answer for this?
Kurus and Pandavas.
Okay. So first natural thing is these two we should take. Mamakaha Pandavaha. Correct? So then the answer will be, okay, I have a different way also to do this. Hopefully it's still bigger. Then here, edit text. Okay. So this is a question I have. Okay. So we already got this answer, correct? K akurvata means mamakaha pandavascha. Cha means and, correct? So because we are using two objects, so we are going to say mamaka and pandava. And in Sanskrit, the and comes at the end of all the words. So we say, like, for example, I eat apple and Goa in English. But in Sanskrit, you say aham bhojanam modakam cha kadami. Okay, so the cha comes at the end of all the words. Okay, so that's the first one. So then with this, we actually have a basic sentence now. And the basic sentence is this. We put it in the prose order as we already discussed. So, okay, now I have to do all this now. The basic sentence will become Mamakaha Pandavascha Akurvata. Got it? So we put the karta, then we put the action. We don't know karma yet. Okay. So basically all we are saying is Ramaha Kadati. So like that, Pandavaha Mamakascha Akurvata. So Pandavas and Kauravas have done. So that's what we got so far. Correct? Okay. So now I will indent this. This is we are building up the prose order now, basically. Okay. That I will put it in a different color, maybe. That's easy. Okay. Oh, green Narsimha doesn't like it. Okay. Okay. Next one. Next question is, what is the next natural question you would ask for a verb called did do? What's the next question you would ask? We found out who did. Now what's the next question you will ask?
When did he do it?
When did he do
When
it?
did he do it?
When, but before that you need to ask another important question.
Why did he do it?
Why?
What he did. What he did.
What they did. Correct? Right? Who and what comes in that same order. The next question is what. So we have to ask the question Kim. Right? So that's the question we are going to ask next. Kim. So this one, I'll remove this. Okay. So what they did. Okay. So what would be the answer from this? So what did, see, already we know this is an object. See, this became the karta or subject, correct? Now this is an object. So object in Sanskrit will be in Dvitiya Vibhakti, generally. Okay, if it's in a Kartari Prayoga. So Dvitiya Vibhakti means two. So is there any word in this which has a Vibhakti 2 dot something? Which one it is?
Pandavaha.
Pandavaha.
Pandava.
Hey, Pandava is 1.3, no? I want 2 dot something.
Samavetaha.
See, Samaveta is 1.3.
Kim. Is it Kim?
Yes, Kim.
2.1 what?
Correct. Kim. Okay.
Mataji.
Daita vadatu.
Mataji, I have to go somewhere. माताजी मुझे पैदल यात्रा में जाना है अभी.
Okay. आप जाओ फिर से आप रिकॉर्डिंग देखो.
हाँ माताजी.
हाँ ठीक है. हम 10 मिनट में समापयाम यहाँ. Like we will end. But you can see the recording. Okay. You are able to follow Daita so far?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So you listen to the recording. It's a very important thing for you to learn. Okay.
हाँ. हाँ.
Okay. Okay. Take care. Okay. So what did do means Kim. Correct? So now the answer we get is, the answer is Kim. What they did, answer is Kim. So now the question, we have to put it in the normal order. So, so this will be the normal order. And also, we can also now put the whom is addressing. Okay, see that also we can add it here. So he is Dhritarashtra. This is related to this one. Dhritarashtra is asking Sanjaya. So we can say, hey Sanjaya, and then put all of them together. Okay. So that will be this. See, now this will become our sentence. Hey Sanjaya, Mamakaha Pandavascha Eva, Kim Akurvata. I put Eva also. Eva means certainly. That's where anywhere it can be. So certainly my sons and the Pandavas, what they did. Hey Sanjaya Vadatu. Oh Sanjaya, please tell me. Got it right? Okay, so now let's ask, what's the next question? One more question we could ask is that, because there are other 1.3 things, which are basically the karta 1.3. So we have to also put them together. The way we ask them is, how are these, what these are called, this will become adjectives of the same original words. Okay. If there are same vibhakti, generally they're adjectives, because there is a rule in Sanskrit. Okay, Narsimha Mariti Vadatu, Yallingam. Mariti Vadatu.
लिंगम तत्प्रसन्नं याचे भक्तिः विशेषणस्य तल्लिंगम तत्प्रसन्नं साचे भक्तिः विशेष्यस्य.
Okay. The rule is, So whatever Visheshyaha is nothing but the one which is being described. Visheshanam is the describer. Okay. So whatever is being described has a Vibhakti, Vachana, and what is this? Lingam, Vibhakti, and Vachana will be same as the one which is describing it. See here. See, for example, I can say Chaturaha Balaha, intelligent boy. Okay. See, if you see Chatura, Bala, both Prathama Vibhakti, Ekavachanam. But if I take a Srilinga word, Bala, then it becomes Chatura Bala. We didn't study the, the variations of the forms for the Srilinga, but you can see, right, the pattern is same, Bala, Chatura. Or here also we are telling intelligent girl, intelligent boy, but the Vibhakti and the everything will be different, and they follow the Visheshya. They follow the one which we are describing. So this becomes, okay, I don't want to tell about Vishesha, Visheshanam, it becomes complicated. You understood, right? This is a simple principle. So now we know that means these are the main words. Mamaka, Pandavas are the main karta. Then other two also we need to put them. So they become adjectives for this. So we can all now put them in one line. Understand, right? Subhadra, you understand? Okay. So now when we put them together, what will happen is, we will ask a question. How are they? We say they did, right? So we have to ask the question, how are they? Kidrishaha. Okay. So now we'll go here again. So then we will like this. So we'll ask a question, how are they? Kidrishaha te. How are they? Means there is a descriptors of them. Then we will get an answer of Samavetaha and Mamakaha. Samavetaha and Yuyutsavaha. And we put them together. So, and also we can put this Hey Sanjaya also. So, Hey Sanjaya, desiring to fight, having met my sons and sons of Pandu, what did they do? That will become our meaning. Understood, right? So same thing again, karta and karma and action. Okay. So now the next question, what question? See, we need to, based on the things which are described here, we need to ask questions. I will also mark the things which we already covered. Okay. What we already covered Sanjaya. We already covered Akurvata. We already covered Kim, Eva, Cha, Pandavaha, Mamakaha, Yutsavaha, Samavetaha. Right? And these two we already covered. Now we need to cover Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre. So what question should we ask? We know Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra is indicating a location.
Where?
So where? That's it, simple. So based on the rest of the words in the shloka, we can ask the questions. So now we will ask where? Kutra. Then we will put everything together. I can send you this slide. You don't need, you can again copy later also, don't worry. So, okay. Got it, right? So we got the sentence so far. Actually, all the words are done. When all the words are done, then this is our final Anvaya. Okay. So now let me mark this also done. Where means Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre. So the final Anvaya will be, Hey Sanjaya, Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Yuyutsavaha, Samavetaha, Mamaka, Pandavascha, Eva Kim Akurvata. So now hearing this sentence, do you feel you can understand the meaning just by reading this the way it is? Can you make sense of it? So the final Anvaya we already have, right? We are almost close to this thing. So this was the original verse, right? Dhritarashtra Uvacha Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre. And we got our Anvaya. Anvaya is Dhritarashtra said, okay, I will not tell. Dhritarashtra Uvacha, Hey Sanjaya. Okay, like this. So now, based on this Anvaya, I want you to tell the meaning in your own words without looking at Srila Prabhupada's translation. I want you to tell what is this sentence saying. because I already discussed the meaning of each of the words. Dharmakshetra, Kurukshetra means in Dharmakshetra, in Kurukshetra. Yutsava means desiring to fight. Samavetaha means having met. Okay. My sons, sons of Pandu, like this. Can you make a sentence, Gauranga? Can you tell me your bhavartaha? Vadatu.
I might switch some words I'm in English. Should it
Yes,
be
sure,
in the
sure.
same order?
Sure, you can switch your words.
All
Okay.
right. अन्वयः धृतराष्ट्रः says, O Sanjaya, in Dharmakshetra, in Kurukshetra, my sons and Pandu's sons desiring to fight, are desiring to fight. What are they doing?
Samaveta, having met. Okay, having met in Dharmakshetra, Kurukshetra, what they did. Okay, this is past tense. So you can say what they did. Okay, anybody else wants to try again in your own words like this? Just by this original meanings, you should be able to tell. Okay, Subhadra and Giridhari can try.
So Dhritarashtra said, "O Sanjaya, what are, like, in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, what are my sons, my people, and the sons of Pandu, what are they doing? What are they talking about in the battlefield? In the pilgrimage of Kurukshetra.
In the place of Kurukshetra. And what about this one, Subhadra?
Yuyutsavaha.
No, but how do you include that in the sentence you said?
Fighting, desiring to fight.
Yes, desiring to fight. That's the only thing you missed. Okay. And this is past tense. Did do what they did. Okay, good. Next, I want Maruti Narsimha. Bhavantau etadeva sarala samskritaya anyaritya vadatu. Okay, so they are going to tell bhavartha in simple Sanskrit. Maruti vadatu pratamam.
धृतराष्ट्रः वदति मम धृतराष्ट्रः वदति मम पुत्राः
हे Sanjaya.
तथैव पाण्डुपुत्र हे सञ्जय मम पुत्राः तथैव पाण्डुपुत्राः च धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे योद्धुम् इच्छुवः
मेलिताः
सम्मेलिताः तत्र किं कुर्वन्तः सन्ति
किं कृतवन्तः past tense
तत्र किं कृतवन्तः
okay good and Narsimha bhavan api vadatu ekavaram
धृतराष्ट्रः सञ्जयं पृच्छति हे सञ्जय धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे योद्धुम् इच्छुकाः मम 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 पुत्राः तथैव पाण्डुपुत्राः एकत्रीभूत्वा तत्र किं कुर्वन्तः सन्ति
किं कृतवन्तः I'm telling past tense so many times nobody is following akurvata is a past tense don't tell kurvantah krutavantah everything okay krutavantah okay we got it krutavantah good job okay both of you and what about Gauranga you also want to try to tell in Sanskrit you know a little bit Sanskrit right
I will try.
Try.
धृतराष्ट्रः वदति हे सञ्जय मम पुत्राः तथैव पाण्डवस्य पुत्राः योद्धुम्
इच्छुकाः
तत्र धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे ते किं कुर्वन्ति?
कुर्वन्ति
ते किं कृतवन्तः?
कृतवन्तः. Good job. Saralam bhavati kalu etat?
किं सरलं भवति?
No, the Anvaya now, is it easy? Have you learned this before?
I have not learned all the things to break it down and say it.
Okay.
I can say it, but I have never learned to break it down.
Okay. But actually, I know if you know Sanskrit, just by reading this, you'll be able to understand, correct? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, so now this is our Srila Prabhupada's translation. Oh Sanjaya, of course, this is expressed in natural English order. That's why Gauranga also told, I will, put the words here and there. Oh Sanjaya, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled, this is Samavetaha, in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra. So this Dharmakshetre, Kurukshetre, Yuyutsavaha, desiring to fight, what did they do? Okay? Got it? All the words are included here. So we are able to say the prose order with a simple shloka. So that's about it. See here, these are all the steps we went through. One is basically steps in making a shloka, splitting the words. We used it using Srila Prabhupada's translation already, which is identifying the Sandhis. Next one, Padarthokti, Vibhaktis, Samasas, and word meanings. Then Vayekरणam is prose order. This we ask several questions. First, we identify the verbs, and for each verb, we ask the question: who did it, to whom they did it. Then we'll ask questions. These are the main important questions. Then we'll ask questions where they did everything based on rest of the words. Then we get the answer. Then put them in the natural Sanskrit order, which is karta, karma, and kriya. Put them in that order. Then we will make the prose order, and by reading the prose order, by understanding the meanings, we will be able to do bhavartaha in our own words, either in English or Sanskrit or whichever language we can. Okay, Ovi, you have a question?
So for the translation, so like, why did you add what did they do? Because I think that's not in the translation.
It's there here, no, Ovi? See here. So this is Srila Prabhupada translation. What did they do? Okay?
Okay, but like,
that's what is Kim Akurvata means, what they did. That's a question they're asking. Okay, so that English, it happens differently. They put differently. Okay, but in Sanskrit, we start with Akurvata and then we make other words. Okay, you're okay? Okay, good. So that's it. So we will end today early. So that's too much already we studied with Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. So as I said, we will not do every shloka like this. So don't worry, don't get too, bogged down with all this. But you know now how much has to go in order to understand a simple shloka, right? So, this is simple shloka we took. But if you understand the mechanics, how to do it, any complicated shloka, you will be able to understand on your own without relying on the translation. Okay, so that requires a lot of understanding of Sandhis, Samasas, and basic words, how to understand the meaning and things like that. But gradually we can pick it up. Okay, so we can end here. Hare Krishna. So what would be the homework? Homework again, read the purport and come. So next time we are going to discuss the practical application of the purport. And also we will practice the shloka. So if everybody can practice reciting shloka on your own, I will give you a chance to recite in the class. Okay, that's what we are going to do next time. Okay, Hare Krishna, take care. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam, Shri Krishna Paramastu.
Shri Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam.
Okay, bye.